What's going on out there, fellow traders, YouTube land? OG Camo coming at you. It's a couple minutes before the opening of the futures market. Looking at NQ here. Typically, I like to play the first few minutes. Try to figure out which direction it's going, and then just play the continuation play. This week has been a little bit different because of holidays and stuff. The runs have been a lot shorter. It's been a lot choppier, so you got to get in and get out. We are looking at this 21,000 level, which seems to be a pretty good resistance level of late. I kind of plotted out that we was going to break this level sometime this week. Well, this is coming into the last day of the session until I guess Friday. I think the markets close early tomorrow, so there may be a little bit additional volume tonight in kind of preparations to the holiday early out tomorrow and stuff like that. So we're looking to see if we can break. Looking at the 500 tick chart here and the 5-minute chart over on this other side. We're really trying to see if it can break the 21,000, come down, retest it, and continue up to at least this level. If it retests the 21,000 level and cannot break it, we look to short it, see how far we can ride it down. I'm gonna treat this like any other combine. I go 5 units in, pick a direction, and then we will hope for the best. No, really, we're gonna play the retest, either up, retest down, and then kind of a stop loss is, like I said, if it's failing to break up, stop loss is around the 21,000 level. Vice versa, if it's failed to break out, same thing around the 21,000 level. We're trying to get in somewhere close to that 21,000 level, whether up or down. We don't want to enter a long position way up here, or we don't want to enter a short position right here or so. Actually, no, down here. We don't enter short down here. We want to enter the longer short somewhere in 21,000 area. It depends on the action. So we are about to take off. Got about 20 couple 20 seconds or so, and let's get ready to rumble. It's the first time I kind of stream a live trading, so I don't know what to expect. Usually happens so quick. It's evening session, so
The
there's not.
markets are open.
There we go. Look, oh, it dropped down already. So now this is a YOLO play. A lot of people will jump in and say, all right, it's going to short it. Let's go ahead and short it down. No, waiting for the A+ setups. We want it to come up here and retest 21,000 before we get in either direction. If it goes down and we miss it, so be it. Sometime or another, it needs to come back up and confirm itself, because it can easily drop and then be a fake out, go back up. So it's just kind of looking like the 21,000 might have been a rejection at the evening session or the day session. So, but we will the opening range here. We'll go ahead and plot that, and we let it work. If we don't get in a trade, it's fine. We don't want to force something. Just looking over at the 5,000 or the 500 tick. It's still. Was this the purple line is the, oh, that would be the 200 EMA, so that's a good place to bounce. We can see the 200, of course, you got the 50 and the 200, they kind of crossed here. Now the 200's back below the 50. So that is a really good area to bounce. So if we would have YOLO'd in, we could potentially be negative right now. That's why we really needed to confirm either direction. Be willing to miss a trade, get in a good trade, kind of thing. So we're waiting. And if it goes back to just being choppy, so be it. Well, that's another thing I look at too is this volume. We're in the 5 minute candles here. You see the red volume bar, it's growing, but the price is kind of reversing backwards. That means there's a lot of buying pressure. Well, those always taught big red, small red means it's going to reverse. Big green, small green is going to fall. So we're kind of watching that. We could have played the 200 bounce here. If we were on 5 contracts, we'd be up a couple $100 or so. We could have secured probably $1,000 or so. But like I said, we're waiting for confirmation either direction. But red, and it's going back up. Kind of some of the things that I look at. Keep my eye on that 50 here. I said this is 500 tick. Not really the same position. 50 here is different than the 50 here. So, but that is the 50. That is a EMA, a solid level for a bounce, and both sides. Unless they got the colors different, which shouldn't be. Yeah, 50. Wait, got another minute 40 left of the 5-minute candle. Other than that, I hope everybody's been having a really good week trading across all my accounts. Have been pretty consistently up. I did blow a combine today, just being stupid. I was usually we got this challenge going on where it's only 3 trades a day per account. My third trade, I was within striking distance of passing the combine, like it was about $400 or something like that. So I took one more trade, and I blew the account. It was a YOLO play. We still do it. Looked like it was a safe trade, but it wasn't. So I started a new combine. I got a 1400 in it now, so I'm like halfway there to passing that combine. So, like I said, we're still got red candle here, and this red volume bar, and we are steady going back up. So keep an eye on that. See what this next candle does. See if it can break the 21,000 level. So we got 2 different levels here we got to watch. We got 21,000, and we got the bottom of a liquidity zone. So it is probably going to come up, hit the bottom of the liquidity zone, pull back. And when it pulls back here, it is probably a long signal, depending on what the 500 looks like over here. But you got to watch that liquidity level because it can reject that. So let's see what it's going to do here. Let's see what it's going to do. We got a lot of selling pressure. Other than that, we just sit here, drink us some muscle milk, recover from our workout this afternoon, lunchtime, and we wait. We're not going to force a trade. Because like I said, we over here, man, 500 ticks. This thing's going up. Jump in over here. It hits this freaking top of that opening bar, and it can reverse just as fast. And speaking of that, while I'm here, I go ahead and mark the top of the bottom of the opening bar. So that is our opening range. Which are good levels to play bounces and rejections off of. Would not recommend taking a trade inside this range. Other than that, if we look back, the market was absolutely nasty today. That's why we are not forcing anything. There was been a lot of blown accounts in this mess. I made most of my money today before 9:30. I caught this spike here, and then but I made a little bit of here, but the rest of this, I think I blew one account like right in here someplace. We are not forcing anything because it can easily go back to some crap like this. Because like I said, we go back to opening of yesterday. Here's your opening range. it spiked up. I grabbed some of this, and then I kind of walked away from my computer, and I did not see this. So we got what, basically from 18 to 30 minutes, 35 minutes or so, it turned around and just plummeted. So top of the 2093. I say we're above that right now. So, but that's top of the liquidity zone, so that can be a another level to watch. But that being said, there is no movement at all. You had that initial spike up, pull back, and now we are just sitting and waiting. Like I said, and like I said down here, a lot of selling pressure, but it is not moving. There's a right up top volume. Oh, 1,000. This one, 464. This one, 152. See, there is absolutely no volume. Back here, 15,000. 3,000. This one, 7,000. Over here, we're 679. So it is not even a tenth of the volume you normally see. But that being said, that selling pressure is starting to liquidate a little bit here. We're starting to get a little push up here. Maybe pushing outside of the range a little bit, kind of testing the top of that range. There's the thing. A lot of people are, oh, it's going up. It's going up. I mean, YOLO right here. Like I said, if you don't plot out that opening range, that opening 5-minute range, you may not see that resistance zone. To plot everything out, to plot psychological resistance, 21,000, big old whole number, psychological resistance. As you can see, it comes up. It breaks above it a little bit, 21,008, and then comes back down. It actually spiked it, hit that top of the liquidity zone, came back down. If I plot these zones, this was a top step level. If you're on top step, one of their indicators give you some levels, and it's perfect. Nailed that freaking level perfect. Pulled right back down. Oh, we are waiting. It's squeezing. So right now it looks like it wants to run, but we are waiting. Let's not do anything stupid. But if you did anticipate and did go long here, I would put a stop loss under here or so. But you are, as a gamble, you're trying to catch the move early. You're anticipating. Anticipating can get you in trouble. So sometimes you go down to the 100 tick, and it's not showing any weakness. It's showing pretty much a strength through this push. But we know we got psychological resistance up here, 21,000. I need it to get over 21,000. Come back down, retest it, and start going back up. But could have very easily have gotten in here someplace. There's difference between 500 tick this and a 100 tick. It just depends on the movement, which one works the best throughout the evenings. Like where they said you could anticipate it and go ahead and gotten in anticipating that it's going to break out above opening range. Watch this. See how that opening range is a magnet. Even if I don't take a trade, I'm sitting there, I'm watching, I'm studying. What's the price action do in the evenings? What are my signals to enter? I believe I even have a practice account, which I think it's after hours. I'm not sure that I can enter a trade here. What you can also do is wait to the closes above the opening range. See, I wouldn't do that because your your volume's kind of shrinking. Really solid base on 21,000. Back here. 5212. 5212 is the combine I started today. See my numbers today 1441. 6 trades to do that though. But go back to the 100. I like that. Now we get the 5-minute has not closed above it yet, and we're starting to get a either it's a rejection at the 21,000 level here. 20998, pretty close. And coming back down under opening range. So you could take this as a short signal. I wouldn't enter short here. And I went close to 21,000 as possible. I'm just trying to close above it. Or not. Watch it. This is going to close above it here. It is trying to bounce off opening range. Or it could be faking us out. Needs some more liquidity. Needs to come down and find some liquidity someplace so it can continue up. Looking at VWAP here, it can come down to VWAP or so. Possibly start trading, bouncing above the 10. Well, I got that white. Usually got my 10 red. Come down to the 10 and bounce. Speaking of that, my 10, that bad boy needs to be red. It's number one EMA I use. Usually a good indicator of direction. That if it stays under the 10, it's a downwards. If it stays above, it's always upwards. Usually tends to hug that 10. 10, fucking 10. But just kind of gonna zigzag up and down. I'm not sniping, I'm not scalping. Looking for runners. Said last time it was about 835 right in here when it made that big move. What are we looking at? Right there. Hello. We want that pink. Oh, I can't even see that. Well, okay, there we go. That's when yesterday I made that big move. And anybody else who's I don't know if I'm gonna post this on YouTube or what I'm gonna do, but if I jumped in, check this out. I'm a member, a lifetime member of Team Alpha Trading. That's they got the Discord and stuff like that. Pretty much taught me everything I need to know. I'm kind of self-taught, but I've learned future. I've learned everything I need. I've learned from about future trading from Team Alpha, Brendan, as far as liquidity zones, support and resistance levels, how to play the bounces and rejections and things like that. I said this is funny because futures they don't always honor trend lines. Now we do have a on the 100 tick at least we have a solid support zone here. Now is it breaking under the support or is it going to bounce off of it? Right in this area. It's like right in this area. According to gold 100 tick over here, we're going down. But over here on the 5-minute, as of right now, we're going up. Things you gotta keep an eye on, a spy on this bad boy. Like, not perfect science, but the trend is in the upward direction. So before you go against the trend, you need some type of confirmation, some type of breakout, retest, and a continuation. In other words, we got this trend here. If we believe this trend is true, we want a breakout, come back up, retest, and then go continuation. Yeah, but I'm going to miss all this. I'm going to miss the move if it breaks out and it just keeps falling. Possibly, or you can wait for a some type of a pullback over here off of something. VWAP, if it breaks down below VWAP, comes back up and retests the VWAP. Possibly, like I said, we broke under trend. We want it to come back up and retest the trend. But VWAP is dangerous. Sometimes good, sometimes shit. It's for Andrew. All right, coming back up. Retest. That's you can consider that a retest. Now, I say you could set a long position here. Well, I'm not going to because, like I said, my plan is bounce off 21,000. If it doesn't, if your plan doesn't pan out, No trade, didn't lose any money. Didn't make any money, but you didn't lose any money either. Sometimes it's just a matter of managing your risk, managing those losses. But like I said, we do have a retest here. Well, I would imagine it's going to come up and retest the opening range. But it can also have a tendency to come down, grab liquidity for another push up. In markets when there's low volume, the sellers and buyers, they kind of cancel each other out. And there's a stall. Something's got to happen. Something's got to force the price back down to trigger more people to YOLO in, buy it, so it pushes back up. Same thing up top. It gets close to 21,000 when there's not much volume to bust through a psychological level. The chances of really getting above 21,000 until, say, the European market opens or the Japanese market opens, probably really slim. It's probably going to continue to do something like this. Just chop, 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 chop. This was a pretty good move to come back up. But we're not in the game to predict. I said over here it looks like a real good move, but here it's one ugly wicked out candle. I mean, that is just ugly. Because remember, it opened green and then pulled all the way back down. So it opens green, you jump in long, thinking it's going to continue up, and it pulls. That's a blown account candle right there. 5 contracts anyways. Now it's just chopping. The same thing it did last night. Chop. Came up. Yeah. Up and chop, 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 and back down. Down just needs people to sell. Of course, you always need a buyer or so, but we are just chopping. One ugly candle to open it and then chop. We got a retest here, the trend line, and then kind of nothing. No continuation, no solid retest. It's a fake out candle. Watch it. Move hard and then pull back up. Tries to get you to FOMO, panic buy. Oh, here it goes. Not paying attention to this. It'll slam down real quick. And I've got jump scared into trades before. Like, holy, that will slam down so fast and hard. If you got your finger on the button, you just freaking hit sell or buy or something. Two different things. Like this 100 over here, and on a 5, it's way up here. It's weird, but we are when I first got in trading, it was a different organization prior to 10 sites. I always thought I'd be a retired trader. Make the market pull you out of retirement. Don't just jump into a trade because you want to trade. Make it earn your money, earn your trade. And that's really how I can pull up some of my accounts. Of course, I go to the my Express funded account. Did have a bad day today, which one guy on YouTube had a $80,000 bad day, which I didn't. Blew one account today. Yeah, well, that was Friday. That was I forgot what I did there. I think I just Went into a trade and just went to sleep or something. I don't know what I did. I can't remember. There. These was just yeah, it was just one day. New combine today. Go 5 contracts in, pick a direction and let it work. Same thing. It's just like just go 5 contracts and let it work. Like here's one opened up today. This one opened up yesterday. Say we're maximum 3 trades. Maximum 3 trades opened up Friday. So we're building towards 3,000 to pass the combine. Where's that one I did today? Yeah, it was this one. Oh, this one's pissed me off. It was a revenge. Well, it wasn't a revenge trade. I think I was within $400 of passing eval, passing the combine. 4 trades. I was 3 trades in, needed 400 more. I'm like, I'm just gonna take one more trade. And you can see they're really good. It wasn't chopped up. I mean, it was a choppy market, yeah, but it reversed on me and it just kept reversing and blew the account. Hindsight, I set a freaking stop loss and get out of it. But combines, you treat them like soon to be X, one hitter quitter. So I could have just held out and passed this combine tonight or tomorrow. But yeah, I say Leroy Jenkins. Which one we say was 51 is the one I started today. So 5-1-12. 5-2-1-12. 5-2-1-12. You can see your win rates 66, 83, 62, 80s. For the most part, sometimes somewhere around 75 to 80% win rate. Kind of approaching our pink bar over here. Kind of broke this trend. Well, broke this trend line here. We needed to kind of come back up, retest that. Here it comes. So if you really wanted to take a trade, it is looking like it's looking more like a bull flag. All these lines. Oh, it's Christmas tree, all these different colors. It's just chop. You're guessing. Like, is that coming up to, is that a retest? Or is this a bull flag and it's grabbing liquidity? Like it's ugly, but it's not a bull flag. I said my rule, I don't trade inside this range. Okay, we'll put this back up here. In theory, it came back up and retested that range, that trend line. Now, what does it do? Was it a fake out? Same thing over here. Kind of broke this trend line sideways, but it broke out of it, came back up, retested. Now, what's it do? Is it Is it a real breakout or is a fake out? In theory, either one, when it came back up here to retest, you go short here. Same thing, short here. But this is a lot of reasons why I don't like trade the evening sessions because it is so slow. At least after 7:30, between 7:30 and 7:30 and 9:15 is kind of my bread and butter. Where I find the most success, and then lunchtime after 11, about 11:30 to 12:30, the market has a tendency to pull back. Is to, especially if it's been grinding up hard, the low volume period between lunch is a good area for a correction. I've gotten made to pass a lot of combines during lunch. I just got to trade the same with my evals. Like I said, with combines, man, you go 5 deep, just let it eat. Like I said, it's now starting to look like a fake out. Broke trend and coming back up. So it's looking like it was a bull flag. And it's coming down, trying to find liquidity so we can come back up and retest 21,000. Get rid of these lines because they're pretty much irrelevant right now. They've kind of been canceled out. Now we're breaking above the flag, kind of. I don't know where you put the flag. See here? Yeah, we broke up above the flag. We are still under the opening range. Still no trade. Here we just hit the 35-minute mark when we started making the move yesterday. Get that out of the way. Yeah, is it going to bounce off the opening range? It's going to come up test the 21,000. Or is it just going to crap the bid again? But this is just nasty chop here. Red, green, green, red, green, red, green. It's a choppy mess. This is the exact type of market that blows accounts. Is there money to be made? Yes. Like this, you could have in theory said, all right, just pick a direction, go in and let it work. You'd be right 50% of the time. Depending how soon you got in, because it did open up green. So if you picked long, you could have been wrong. And depending on where your stop loss is, if you have 5 contracts, that thing turn on you. Them losses add up pretty quick. And for whatever reason, it seems like the losses, them red numbers add up faster than them green numbers sometimes. A lot of times. Oh, yeah. One thing I've had to work on more than anything is the discipline. Is make the market earn your trade. You're a retired trader until you're not a retired trader. Because like right now, we on the 100, we kind of have this thing going on, which lines up right at that opening range. So there's some resistance here. We also have a kind of a formation of a head and shoulders pattern over here. Keep an eye on that. Like a bull flag, it would break out, come back down and retest. Here it comes down here to retest. Which inside our opening range is a no trade. Bad, really bad. The biggest bar so far today was a red. We had a sell off at the beginning. A couple little bull spikes in between. It's just a choppy mess. Yeah. Ow. Trading session was brought to you by Slowpoke Rodriguez. Slowpoke Rodriguez, he packed a gun.
Come on, man. You all's got to do something to open this bad boy.
Or
the terrorist win.
Come on, man. You gotta reach deep down in your soul. Make this price action do what you want it to do. Get her done.
God, this is just a freaking mess. This is freaking awesome. We're almost freaking almost 45 minutes into this freaking video. We're 40 minutes into the trading session, I think. Actually, what? My timer over here on my video says 43:48. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, yeah, 49. So we are 41 minutes into the trading session, and it looks identical to what it did all day today. It was just chop. It is just freaking nasty. Oh, watch this here. Oh my goodness. It's just a freaking postage stamp. Come down just the top of the bull flag. And this is looking a lot like a
bullshit flag. Or should be like a bull flag.
Suck my white. Suck my white ball. Board playing with my soundboard.
What's this one? Holy crap.
How about about this one? Nothing really. Kind of a little bit of reverb.
This one is the terrorist win. Counter-Strike. Calling a 9-line. Dropping more heads on foreheads.
Satan's here. Daddy's here. YOLO, go ahead and go long. Go long.
No, don't do that. Oh, so I'm probably gonna stop this freaking video at about the 1 hour mark. With no trade. Yeah, well, let me open up my old Discordaroo. Oh. Oh no. I'm gonna open this bad boy over here on my other monitor. So, what y'all got going on over here? Cool. Over to my future chat. Giving little emojis here for support. Plus 800 on a funded account, but 2 evals, down 400 on another one. One past eval, waiting to sign the paperwork. Good shit, dude.
Damn good shit.
Well, I like to see, man. I like to see traders be successful. Let's beat the market. We need old mentor of mine used to talk about setting the captives free. In other words, this is a different business. It had nothing to do with stock market trading. It was a network marketing type business. So we got a lot of mentors and stuff in those, and going around and building this network. Some people call them pyramid schemes, whatever, but his whole idea was just set the captives free. Let's get as many people rich, wealthy as possible so they don't have to have a job anymore. That's kind of my goal, is replace my job, stay home with my wife, because my wife is a lot more prettier than my boss. That's for dang sure. I'm going to spend a lot more time with them, my family stuff, do what I want to do. Instead of most of everybody, they limit their lifestyle to match their income. How about just increase your income to match the lifestyle that you want? Don't struggle. Don't live paycheck to paycheck. Just freaking live your life the way you want to live it. You just have to figure out a way how to increase your income. And prop firms and future trading is probably the cheapest way to do that. I mean, $50 for a combine. Of course, yeah, you need some education, so get into some Discord, some YouTube videos, and you can kind of teach yourself how to trade futures. Just be observant. Of course, I've had great mentors teach me that liquidity zones and stuff like that, but really you can learn a lot of that stuff on YouTube. There's some really good videos out there about market makers and liquidity zones, and use the 1 hour chart, plot your liquidity zones out, and then bounce off something. Don't just enter blindly, or you're making plays off of something. And tonight is not looking like it's going to be a good night for conducive for success. We're not getting in this chop. Maybe missed one opportunity here, maybe another one here, but on the 5-minute, they are not plays that I want anything to do with. This one candle here is just ugly wick. I mean, that is conducive to blowing accounts. At least me, anyways. Candles like that, I blow accounts, especially when we're on 5 contracts, because this is a combine. Trying to get as much money in it as fast as possible, because only $50. $50 start a new combine. You want to, the first number goal is to pass the combine. And check us out. We came down, retested the top of the bear flag, bull flag, and we're working our way back up towards opening range. So it could be a fake out. Like I said, it'll do these hard spikes, get you to kind of like YOLO, anticipate, and then it'll pull back when you're in a hurry. So the strategy, the plan is still in place. 21,000 level. We're expecting it to cross the 21,000. We're going to play off of it. If it doesn't, it's no trading. And it's just a watch and wait. Let's have a look on the 100 tick. Of course, it's time frames. Your time frames, your biggest time, your highest time frame is usually the most real, I guess, reliable. So your 5-minute time frame is going to be more reliable than your 100 tick. But we do have a resistance line here, and it does seem to be honoring that resistance line, which equates to this choppy, ugly, choppy market. Yeah, I'm recording my trading session. Almost 50 minutes in. Yep. Oh, chop. Now it's like, live your life. You sit here in front of your computer screen for 8, 9, 10 hours a day, or 10 hours during the day, and another 10 hours at night, waiting for something to be tradable. Chances are you'll get bored and you'll be kind of encouraged to get into a bad trade. Or why are we trading? We're trading to earn money so we can have a better life. What kind of life do you want? Do you want a life where you're sitting in front of a computer screen, basically just replace your job with another job? Or do you want a life where you can sit down, trade for maybe 30 minutes, an hour a day, make money, and then go live your life? Make $2,000 a day, go play golf. Go to breakfast, go to lunch with your wife or kids or something. I don't know. Everybody makes their own decision what you want. And 100-meter tick over here, that is a solid resistance level going on over here. I say that top of that zone, top of the opening range, top of that trend line is so far playing up pretty solid. We've already came down and retested this, so this is null and void. It's just choppy market. There's no volume. And what are we down to, like 300, 106. Volume 106. Is that 106 contracts? 128. 398. I don't know. Is that total? Do I add a zero so it's 1006? Or is it at 100? Is it 106 total contracts moved here? So if I take 5 contracts, if I jumped in at 5 contracts, just freaking the price would react. Of course, I want to simulate it. Simulate it. This is the live market. I know, but there's all these singles, and you go with a 5. There's really no money to be made right now. So what I did yesterday, I set an alert when it hits 21,000. Call me, send me a text. And I eventually got that alert. Where are we at? Here. That's the day. 18. Yeah, I eventually got that alert. Right here. 9:30. I actually think I'll pull that up. I actually believe I caught some of this. I think I caught some of this. And it came back up and it stopped me out. So it was just a couple $100 or so. Yeah, because one thing I do is when my trades go green, they will stay, they will remain green. Unless there is a solid pattern where I trust the pattern, I know what's coming, which is going to be about entry price. You want to get in at a good entry. I may let it pop, may go green or red for a little bit so it can grab liquidity and continue down. But for the most part, if I can make a couple $100 on it, I'm securing a couple $100. I am looking for those. I'm looking for the price action that moves fast and aggressive away from my stop loss, where I can move my stop loss $500 in profit, $1,000 in profit, maybe a candle and a half stop loss behind it or something like that. Let it run. But we are approaching 1 hour. I'm shutting this thing down at 1 hour. It is kind of a diamond pattern. Let me show you something here. Diamond patterns. If this is truly a diamond pattern, which this one is kind of, this side isn't quite formed, we would be looking for price action. Oh. I don't know where my free draw. Oh, I don't know where my free draw pin is. In theory, if it was with regular hours, we'd be looking for price action to break either direction. If it breaks bullish, you're looking for here, here. You'll be looking at 21,011 profit. Grab this tool here. Right there. That's the range in a diamond pattern it would break to. So if it breaks down, you're looking at, which is coincidentally pretty close to the bottom of our opening range. So watch this. If this opens below, watch for a sharp decline. Which I don't know how they go by ticks. My diamond's all screwed up on this tick pattern. Let's see if we got a solid lay down. Well, let me let's go here.
Order filled.
It will let me. All right. So top of the range. Let's trust the diamond pattern here. I tried this pattern 3 times. 2 times is broke to the upside, and then once it broke down. Normally it's up, but with such low volume, hard to tell. But we are looking for a actually we want a short position. Yeah, just above the opening range here, down to the opening range. It's funny. It is stalled right at the center. Let me put that was the original. Now it's a little different when we just practice account. So you gotta get really good at out of it, pretty much ignoring this. It's like go for no. What is your spending? What is your max spending limit? What do you see a lot of money being? Some people, $100 is a lot of money. Some people, $10,000 isn't a lot of money. So that number could be a lot of money to you or just a little bit of money to you, depending on where you're at in your journey. But for now, we are getting solid downward pressure, kind of. It's wanting to squeeze down. Doesn't mean it's going to. That's why I didn't really take the trade. Practicing. Just kind of outside of what I normally do. Just testing strategies. You know, we're looking for big runners. Don't get anxious. Don't take that $175. We want 500 or more. If we're right, when it turns, it's going to turn sharp and fast. Really, this is kind of where we're looking for start moving our stop loss down. Up 175, like I said, that's that could be a lot of money for some people. If we treat this like a combine, a top step combine, you max out at about $1,500 or so. Yeah, right there. So you need $1,500 twice to pass a $50,000 combine. I said we're at 400. Our hypothesis with diamond triangle or diamond pattern was right on. So now let this bad boy close. Watching this, working it bounce. Bottom of the diamond. It can bounce off the bottom of the diamond and come back up. But normally it's twice. It's the whole top to bottom of the diamond is going to be your profit target. Oh, let's go ahead and secure. Now we got a free trade. We can't lose any more than $150 right now. We could secure some more money here. Keep on dropping. $750. Got a lot of money to you. We got 350. Watch this. Keep an eye on our tick mark here. We want that sucker to pull away from us. We could run this thing up as arse, which give us $500. Give a little bit of room here. How much room? We'll move it up 350. Let's bring it back down a little bit. 450. Let's secure. It's kind of what's a lot of money to you? I'm treating this exactly how I do when I trade real. So where we're at, $700 profit right there. That's half of what we are aiming for. I'm up retesting the bottom of the diamond, which is perfect. So it's still a short call right now, but we secured 450.
Order filled.
We secured $450 right there. Good trade. Yeah, I'll post that. So good freaking trade right there. Nice safe. We was only down just very little bit, very fraction. We had a hypothesis. Set our stop loss. We had our profit target. We can watch it a little bit longer. Like I said, evenings in, let's say, in regular day trade or day intraday. that probably would have hit our take profit target pretty much immediately because there's a lot of volume to push it. But it's probably running out of volume when it hits this level. Now it's going to need to come back up, grab some liquidity to come back down. So it's a matter of how much are we willing to let it go back against us. I said, I think it's continue to watch this. It's kind of starting to break and hold above our resistance level projection here. So yes, I'm not one to let it come all the way back up against me. Securing profits there almost 10 out of 10 times. So that was awesome. I'm glad I was able to catch that, even if just practice. Because like I said, I don't normally trade the diamond pattern, but it was just kind of setting up too perfect. Kind of just kind of hanging out here. See, yeah, it's kind of going back up against us, but perfect. I'm going to take a snip. We'll take a snippet of that. Move this out of the way. New. Take this. Save that. I post that on the Discord for other people to review. I'm still watching this thing. Could have set my stop loss above here. We've still been in the trade. See which direction they would go. Now it's going back in our favor. Now watch it go back down to our original take profit, which was around here someplace. So we move our stop loss to here. We're securing 600, 700. Actually, it was like 700 right in here somewhere. So we secured 700 profits here. Look at it. Look at it dump. That'd have been an easy 700, almost $800 profit right here. It was aggressive with a stop loss and just keep running it down. Oh yeah, that was a good trade. Cool. To be able to share this video with my Discord team here. But
Damn good trade.
just keep going in our favor. Get our original price target. Come on down here. Come on down here. You can do it. Damn, I kind of wish I had my funded account open. But you don't YOLO. Look at it. Yes, we would have had our original take profit. We would have made almost 1,500. We made 1,500 bucks on this trade if we would have just held it. Just give it a little more time in the room to breathe, and probably make a lot more. Like I said, this come all the way down to here. And we're not going to YOLO. We're not going to open up one of my combines or something to jump in right here, because we think it's going to come all the way down here because they can turn around on us faster than anything, because it just crossed the 200, I believe. Did the 250, so it could bounce off that just as easy. But there's nothing wrong with that trade. Let's take another snippet here. Awesome. I'm going to end this video. That was a good freaking trade, good setup. We waited and waited and waited for something to earn our trade. We recognize a pattern. The diamond pattern is very unique, but it don't what when it works, it freaking works. So and that worked perfect, man. That's unbelievable. That's awesome. I'm glad I caught that. And it's going to keep coming down. It's going to keep coming down. I'm going to kick myself in the back of the head later for not trading it for real, because I would have passed the combine. The account I had open, no, it wouldn't have, because it's 5,100. So I'd only need like one more trade to pass the combine. Whoa, that sucks. But cool. I'm going to end this video, see if I can figure out a way to edit this down. And it's just, man, it just keeps freaking, it is just continuing on down. What was that? 18, like I said, that was like 1830, 1845 or so when it made that move yesterday. At the same time, making that move tonight. We'd have been, if we're doing combine, we'd have been out with our take profit. If we're doing a funded, our stop loss, and you move your stop loss down, you made 1,400 bucks. You can keep moving your stop loss if you want, but we're trailing our stop by then. But so anyways, dude, I appreciate everybody who checks this out. I'm going to post this in our Discord. Hope it helps what I'm looking at when I'm trading, and just be patient. The patterns, the patterns, they will emerge even in choppy markets. Sometimes there's patterns embedded inside the chop. You just got to recognize it. And it's all about reps. The more times you see it, the more times you trade it, even if it's just practice. Don't be afraid to practice. I wish I would have caught this real money, but I just practiced and I probably just earned something that's going to make me a lot of money down the road. I've seen it once. Now I know how to recognize it. Actually, I've traded this. This is the fourth time or something. So it's about pattern recognition. When I say it's when you start seeing these long candles in the middle of a bunch of chop, start looking for that. And then wait for it to break out either up or down. I say it broke out here, pulled back up, which, yeah, the perfect entry would have been here, up in here someplace. Pull back, go close to the center as possible or so. Now it's starting to look like it's going to bounce. Cool. That being said, I will catch you guys on the next one. We'll come back later and see how this turned out. Peace.
Later, guys.